Welcome back to the channel, LayerX Balls. I think it's about time that we take a little look into the most recent AMA article published by the LayerX team, answering all of the most frequently asked questions regarding all aspects of the LayerX ecosystem. From some exciting updates regarding the future of the TAIKAI platform when it pertains to the TAIKAI Garden, and just how exactly the LayerX team is looking to leverage this new system, resulting in more adoption for the BEPRO platform, all the way to discussing the current marketing plan for the BEPRO platform, which involves, and I quote, a very reputable agency that works with some of the biggest names in our industry. So, plenty of exciting things to cover in today's AMA review. The video is going to be structured in 3 separate segments. First, taking a look into a more broad LayerX outlook, and then we're going to dive into the individual products, both TAIKAI and BEPRO respectively. So there's plenty of things to cover in today's video, so let's jump straight into it. So, starting out with question 1. Regarding the recent partnerships announcements with Starkware, MultiverseX, and others, are these partnerships focused solely on hackathons? And this is what Enrique Silva had to say. Yes, but our goal is to expose our clients to both products in the long term. Now, those of you that have been following the LayerX ecosystem for a while now know the main goal of the LayerX team is to create a feedback loop of innovation between all aspects of the LayerX ecosystem as a whole, by cross-pollinating the clients of one product into another through interesting ways. We know both of the individual products are very complementary to one another, while both maintaining their distinct product fit within the market. And one of the key aspects of this long-term growth plan is the TAIKAI Garden, which we will discuss a lot more later on in today's AMA video. And now I think it's clear to see by the performance of the TAIKAI platform in the recent years, with 2023 being their best year to date, and 2024 already shaping up to blow 2023 out of the water with the scale of partnerships that are happening between some of the largest industry players within the space and the TAIKAI platform, such as MultiverseX, Starkware, and Aptos. If the LayerX team is able to create a fantastic business relationship with these large industry players by utilizing the credibility of the TAIKAI platform to their advantage, the likelihood that they are able to expose these clients to the BEPRO platform goes up immensely. And all it takes is one of these large industry players to realize that the BEPRO platform is just as powerful as the TAIKAI product. Once they start using it to benefit their ecosystem, the growth and adoption we will see in the BEPRO platform because of the TAIKAI product's credibility will be exponential. And then we will start to see this exponential growth in both the TAIKAI and BEPRO products respectively, both bouncing off one another. But whilst the TAIKAI platform is going to play a pivotal role in the adoption of the BEPRO product, the LayerX team also have a specific marketing plan for BEPRO adoption that doesn't even include the TAIKAI platform itself, that we'll discuss later on in today's AMA article. So the LayerX team have all areas covered. Moving on to question 2. What significant news can we expect in the near future for both BEPRO and TAIKAI? And this is what Carlos Mendez had to say for us. We just announced the upcoming point system for both BEPRO and TAIKAI. In case you missed the news, Points is a new gamification system to reward you for participation and achievements within the LayerX ecosystem. By completing various quests at TAIKAI and BEPRO, you can earn points, which will be then swapped for awesome prizes and exclusive offers. It's launching very soon, so stay tuned. The official launch date for the point system is of the week of the 17th of June, so not long at all. For some of you, I'm sure, that will be watching this video in the future, the point system will already be fully out and operational. And many of you will already have taken advantage of these exclusive offers. And one of the most important things about the point system that I would like to highlight to you ties back into one of the things that the LayerX team promised that they were trying to achieve in the 2024 roadmap livestream that they did at the start of the year. They stated that they were looking to embed both the BEPRO and TAIKAI platforms in a much more meaningful way. And this is the first glimpse into one of these exciting ways in which the LayerX team is looking to do just that. And based off one of the other questions later on in this AMA article, it's clear to see that the LayerX team is really looking to ramp up the cross-compatibility of both TAIKAI and BEPRO, which is absolutely fantastic to hear. But that's not all. The point system goes much, much deeper than that. But for the sake of time, if you would like to learn more about the point system and just how important it is for the LayerX ecosystem going forward in terms of cross-pollination of both products, then I highly suggest you head on over to my most recent video I released on the channel, where we took a deep dive into the nitty-gritty of the point system and how you can take advantage of this exciting new initiative. And if you're early enough, there's a 3 times points multiplier up for grabs for a limited time. So if you haven't already, get on it. Now, let's jump into the TAIKAI section of the video. Before we start discussing the individual questions, let's quickly discuss the TAIKAI Garden. Now, in my personal opinion, the TAIKAI Garden is going to be one of the most transformative changes to the LayerX ecosystem as a whole. The TAIKAI Garden is really going to turn the TAIKAI platform into a one-of-a-kind product. And the amount of adoption that we will see to both the TAIKAI and BEPRO platforms respectively because of this very feature is going to be unimaginable. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the TAIKAI Garden and what exactly it's trying to do, it really is a first of its kind feature within the industry. If you haven't already read the TAIKAI Garden white paper or my deep dive into the aforementioned white paper, then the most important thing that you need to know about the TAIKAI Garden is that the LayerX team is essentially looking to take advantage of all of the potential projects that are being born during the hackathons within the exponentially growing TAIKAI platform and looking to transition them into fully mature businesses all within the LayerX ecosystem. The idea is to go from an idea born of a hackathon into a project submission at that hackathon, earning some prizes, transitioning the project into the TAIKAI Garden, using those prizes to help continue the growth of the project and to start getting recognition within all of the TAIKAI users within the innovation sandbox at the TAIKAI Garden. With enough recognition, they can receive more funding through this very system to help continue to build and mature their product to a stage where they can start outsourcing some of their work to the BEPRO platform, and using the helping hands from the freelancers from the BEPRO platform, the chances that they can mature into a fully fledged profitable business increases immensely, giving these projects an opportunity that they simply didn't have without the TAIKAI Garden. And I cannot stress to you enough that the amount of potential projects that can be transitioned into other areas of the LayerX ecosystem through the TAIKAI Garden is absolutely insane. If we take a look at some of the more recent examples of hackathons that have been happening on the TAIKAI platform, you can see here at the Proof of Hack Multiverse X hackathon, there were 33 potential projects. Another example, the Hawk Hacks 2024 hackathon had 148 potential projects. And all we need is a handful of them to be enrolled into the TAIKAI Garden to start seeing the adoption of the BEPRO product really start to skyrocket. If the LayerX team is able to pull this off, the LayerX ecosystem will be, and mark my words, it will be one of the biggest ecosystems within the crypto space with such a unique market fit, because nobody else in the space is trying to pull off what the LayerX team is looking to do with the TAIKAI Garden. So with all of that out of the way, let's jump back into the questions. How is this testing for the TAIKAI Garden progressing, if it has already begun? And what feedback have you received from the testers so far? And this is what Elder Vasconcelos had to say. We have been actively developing the Garden's base features and integrations with our platform during the first and second quarters of the year. Our testing with external users has not started yet, but we are gearing up for it, and we will have some exciting news to share soon. And this is absolutely fantastic to hear, that the development of the TAIKAI Garden is coming along nicely, and that they are almost at the stage where they are ready to start beta testing some of the early features of the TAIKAI Garden. In terms of a time schedule, we are still currently on track with the outlined roadmap at the start of the year, and like Elder said, soon we should have some exciting news regarding the beta testing of the TAIKAI Garden. So if you would like to sign up as a beta tester for the TAIKAI Garden, then feel free to head on over and sign up to the TAIKAI Garden waitlist. Question 2. When do you expect to release the first features of the TAIKAI Garden publicly? And this is what Enrique Macedo had to say. In fact, we have already developed several key TAIKAI Garden features. Some features, such as the project feed, comments, likes, and the ability to follow users and projects, coexist between TAIKAI and the TAIKAI Garden, which we've been working on in the past few weeks. The TAIKAI Garden project was developed from scratch, incorporating a completely new design system created by our team. Shout out to the LayerX design team. Featuring an entirely different UI and new components. We are currently testing all of these features internally and are developing the final piece of the puzzle. This will allow users to create a seed project on the garden or bring a project from a hackathon to the garden itself. This marks a significant milestone as we prepare to onboard the beta testers. Their involvement will be crucial as we validate and build the next phase of TAIKAI. And I think it's clear to see from that this is a serious leap in product maturity for the TAIKAI Garden. If you are familiar with the TAIKAI Garden white paper, you will know the release of the ability to enroll a project into becoming a seed project within the TAIKAI Garden is a major milestone in the development roadmap of the TAIKAI Garden itself. As you can see here, it would be the completion of stage 2 of the TAIKAI Garden. And I'm sure that during the beta testing of this seed project functionality, that the projects that are the most highly favored by these beta testers will no doubt be the first projects that get to experience the innovation sandbox by becoming a farming project once the farming project stage is released. But we still have time for that. Let's get the seed project out the way first. Enrique also touched on the first of its kind open source design tool that has been teased by the LayerX design team. And it seems that the TAIKAI Garden is the first product to take full advantage of this design system. And by the sounds of things, the design system must be near completion, considering they are building the TAIKAI Garden on top of it, which is just such an exciting thing to think about. Once again, the LayerX team is ensuring that they have a tool for any aspect of a project's life cycle from start to finish, so that they can stay within the LayerX ecosystem. From your inception within a hackathon, to getting funding within the TAIKAI Garden, outsourcing your work within the BEPRO platform, and the overall look and feel of your actual product, all of it can be done within the LayerX ecosystem, thanks to this new design tool coming out. As all of these new things start to be released and start to merge together, the power of the LayerX ecosystem is going to be like no other. And considering nobody else is doing it like LayerX is, we may have an insurmountable lead over the competition. So, fantastic stuff. And now for the final question of the TAIKAI section. What feedback did you receive from the Aptos team about the Aptos Random Hack Hackathon? And this is what Enrique Silva had to say. It was their first hackathon with us, so largely it was about testing the platform and trying out different strategies. They were very pleased with the number of participants and impressed by the quality of the project submitted. This is exciting news because they have an annual plan with us, so we're looking forward to hosting even more hackathons with them in the future. And this is just absolutely fantastic to hear for the longevity of the partnerships between some of the largest industry leaders in the space and the TAIKAI platform. And considering that the Aptos team already has an annual plan with the TAIKAI product without even having their first hackathon as a tester, just shows you how respected the TAIKAI platform is within the space. The credibility that the TAIKAI product has is second to none. So I'd like to just quickly give you some stats regarding the Aptos team and the Aptos Random Hack Hackathon that happened on the TAIKAI platform. So, the Aptos Foundation is currently the rank 32 crypto within the entire industry and has a huge social media following of over 500,000 followers on X, just giving you a scale about how big the community is. And on their website, their partners are absolutely insane. If you take a look, they speak for themselves. Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, MasterCard, Universal, Coinbase. These names are insane. Absolutely top tier industry leading enterprises, not just in the Web3 world, but Web2 as well. And we know the LayerX team loves both Web3 and Web2 clients. And regarding the Aptos Random Hack Hackathon on the TAIKAI platform, it had a prize pool of $75,000, which is absolutely a crazy amount of money up for grabs at an event. But it also had 102 individual participants and 41 distinct potential projects. Like we just said, the TAIKAI Garden. Need I say more? But let's quickly tie this back into the first question of today's AMA session. Yes, but our goal is to be able to expose our clients to both products in the long term. And considering the Aptos team have an annual plan with the TAIKAI platform, we have plenty of time to show them just how powerful the BEPRO product is. So let's finish it off with the BEPRO section of the video. Now, many of you following the LayerX ecosystem have been OG BEPRO lovers. So a lot of you had many different questions regarding the BEPRO product because you care about it so much. Just kicking it off with, are there any significant partnership announcements expected for BEPRO that could boost the adoption of the product? Enrique Silva stated, we are collaborating with a very reputable agency that works with some of the biggest names in our industry. Together, we're exploring the best technical approaches for BEPRO, and we've been making significant progress, and we expect to be able to bring some exciting announcements very soon. And now I'm sure many of you will be very excited to hear about this, because we are patiently waiting for the tsunami of adoption to hit the BEPRO platform. And considering the LayerX team has had a pristine track record in terms of fulfilling their promises, and that they have never lied to our community, and if there has ever been a problem, they have sorted it swiftly. The fact that they are expecting to bring some exciting news very soon is absolutely mouthwatering. Notice how they didn't say they were hoping to bring news, but they are expecting it, meaning that the progress that they are achieving is very, very promising. And it seems to be that these partnerships are near finalized. But like we've discussed previously on the channel, as the BEPRO platform is such a unique product, these sort of partnerships take time. We have to remember that behind all the glitz and glam of a crypto project, for the respectable names that the LayerX team is looking to partner with, there are actual, real-world, profitable businesses behind the scenes. And when it comes to business partnerships, all of the teams like to make sure that they've covered all aspects of potential ramifications of a partnership between themselves and a different project within the space. So, as we have done, and will continue to do so until this exciting news is given to us, all we can do is sit on our hands and wait. But like they said, they are expecting to bring some exciting announcements very soon. Question 2. Do you consider the TAIKAI Garden essential for the success of BEPRO, or do you have a separate plan for BEPRO to thrive independently of the TAIKAI Garden? And this is what Elder Vasconcelos had to say in relation to this question. The Garden can certainly be a valuable asset for BEPRO, providing a great source of tasks and opportunities for collaboration. Projects on the TAIKAI Garden can outsource work to BEPRO, allowing their teams to focus on business priorities, which is especially useful for early stage companies with limited budgets. However, BEPRO is designed to thrive independently as well. We work on separate strategies and plans to ensure BEPRO's independent growth. We've already discussed the backup plan of the TAIKAI Garden adoption into BEPRO, but of course, the LayerX team have an individual plan for the BEPRO product as well. Considering the TAIKAI platform is currently the most valuable asset that we have within the LayerX ecosystem, the simple fact that the LayerX team has the TAIKAI Garden and the TAIKAI product to fall back on in terms of adoption for the BEPRO product means that they have more room to play with other interesting strategies to get the BEPRO platform out there and secure potential partnerships. And as we just discussed in the previous question, the LayerX team is executing that very game plan. Question 3. Based on your observations, do you believe that BEPRO has the potential to achieve adoption and success in the current market? Or do you think it might be too early for this type of product? And this is what Mario Alves had to say. Building innovative products comes with a cost, which in this case is finding the right timing. Although we strongly believe that the product is amazing and has a tremendous amount of utility, we cannot predict when it will reach mass adoption. What I can say, though, with confidence, is that we are working hard to make it happen sooner rather than later, finding new paths like market research and new organizations that might be keen to use BEPRO in their daily activities. And for me, considering the credibility and the experience of the LayerX team, for them to say that they believe that the BEPRO platform has a tremendous amount of utility is more than enough to convince me that this tsunami of adoption will come. LayerX embodies the definition of experts within the industry, and they are putting their credibility that they have worked years and years to garner with all of the largest industry leaders within the space by making this call on the BEPRO platform, and they would not throw their credibility around lightly. And in my mind, BEPRO is the type of product that will benefit immensely from the mania phase of new people entering the space during the peak of the next crypto bull run, because everyone will be looking for new and exciting ways they can earn crypto online, and BEPRO is that new way. The BEPRO product enables anyone with an internet connection to make money online. They do not even need to have a bank account. All they would need to do is set up a compatible wallet and start completing tasks. Think about just how powerful this tool could be to the bankless countries, let alone workers within the modern world, leveraging their expertise that they have with making money online. The unrealized intrinsic value that the BEPRO product has is absolutely second to none. Obviously, Yes, I'm going to be biased in this, but I feel like the LayerX team has given more than enough compelling reasons to come to this conclusion. Internet plus skills plus BEPRO equals money, baby. So let's move on to the next question. How's the BEPRO development roadmap coming along? And this is what our head of development, João Gonçalves, had to say. The BEPRO roadmap is coming along nicely, having introduced notifications and multiple wallet support through the Rainbow Kit, along with their much needed smoke testing via the Playwright. The upcoming quarter, we will shift our focus to bettering the public profiles and the marketplace admin panel, a new metrics page, and finally integrations with the TAIKAI profile so users can easily hop between platforms. Once again, another merge feature between both the BEPRO and TAIKAI platform. And since the release of this AMA article and me creating this video currently, the merge of both TAIKAI profiles and BEPRO profiles has already happened. By taking the TAIKAI pop NFT functionality and embedding it within the BEPRO profile section, the credibility that you have gained through the TAIKAI platform is now shown on the BEPRO platform as well. Taking a look at Enrique Macedo's profile on the BEPRO platform, you can see here that he has plenty of pop NFTs to showcase, along with his BEPRO bounty NFTs. And in relation to the BEPRO roadmap that was discussed in the roadmap livestream at the start of the year, the LayerX team believe that the core aspects of the BEPRO product are at a very mature stage and that they are focusing in and honing in on accessibility updates and improving the overall user experience of the BEPRO platform in anticipation of this tsunami of adoption. There is no doubt in my mind that we are going to keep seeing different merge features between the TAIKAI and BEPRO products going on in the future. Now, let's talk about potential listings. Is there any potential for some tier 1 exchange listings for BEPRO? Mario Alves responded with, providing top-tier liquidity options for our users is definitely a priority, especially at this point when we believe that the bull market is coming. However, reaching the top-tier exchanges is a fierce task that keeps becoming harder and harder in each cycle. Most exchanges are now looking for projects that are still in pre-listing phase, which makes it even harder. Still, we are not giving up, and we are confident that our team and our community support will help us reach the best exchanges out there, and that we will be able to onboard them as partners. And personally, that makes a lot of sense to me. A lot of these exchanges are looking to list tokens, either in their early stages so that they can drive up a lot of hype in terms of the token launch. But on the flip side, if a project is thriving and growing at an exponential rate, and that there is a lot of money to be made on the trading of the project's token, then there is no doubt that these top tier exchanges would want to list these tokens to increase their revenue. And now, in relation to this, there was a very sneaky thing that I caught on X that some of the LayerX team members were talking about. And that is that both the BEPRO and TKAI tokens are going to be launching on the Base chain. And now I'm sure many of you will know that Base is Coinbase's official chain, and the TAIKAI platform already has some history with the Base chain. And considering Base had sponsored a hackathon through the TAIKAI platform, it seems to me that the LayerX team is looking to branch out into a new, exciting ecosystem of Base. And if we can start to see more and more Base community members starting to use both the BEPRO and TAIKAI platform, there's going to be a much greater demand for both BEPRO and TKAI on the Base chain. And where's the best place for Base chain ecosystem participants to get their coins? Of course, Coinbase. So that is just one potential way that we could see BEPRO and TKAI listed on a tier 1 exchange. It essentially comes down to organic growth, which, if it isn't clear already, it is without a doubt the game plan for the LayerX ecosystem. And for the last question of today's video, what are the marketing plans for BEPRO? Carlos said, we're sticking to the marketing plan that we shared earlier this year for BEPRO. Our main goal is to get projects and businesses to launch tasks on BEPRO. When a product is in its early stages, such as BEPRO, traditional marketing strategies can be expensive and slow to show results. So we're taking a different approach. Attending Web3 events, which TAIKAI hosts, applying for grants, fostering partnerships, and more. The feedback from builders has been fantastic, and we've grown our number of protocol members to over 500 in a short span of time. So our focus now is driving business adoption. And as I'm sure you know, we've already discussed this at length in today's video. It's just these sort of things take time. And like we said earlier, if the worst case scenario happens, where these BEPRO specific marketing strategies don't work and we don't get any projects whatsoever launching tasks on BEPRO, which is pretty unlikely, we still have the fantastic TAIKAI Garden to fall back on. Like we said, these things take time. So let's just let the LayerX team do exactly what they do best, partnering with the biggest industry-leading players within the space. If they've done it with TAIKAI, I'm sure they'll be able to do it with BEPRO all in due time. It's just, can the LayerX team speed up this inevitability? And from my personal experience of using the BEPRO platform, I personally noticed from the tasks that the official LayerX team released, we've seen so many new people actually taking part in completing these tasks on the BEPRO platform that weren't before. The protocol members currently, as making of this video, is at 570. So the growth is currently steady. But whilst the numbers may not seem insane at first, this user base is the type of user base that grows exponentially. Like we said, all it takes is a few key players within the space to launch their tasks through BEPRO, and the adoption and the user base is going to grow immensely. And that covers all of the questions that were asked in the most recent AMA article released by the official LayerX team. And I think it's clear to see that we have some very exciting times ahead for the LayerX ecosystem. Combining the release of the earliest features of the TAIKAI Garden with the upcoming point system soon to release to the public, on top of the soon to be released exciting news regarding some partnerships for BEPRO, the rest of 2024 is shaping up to be an absolute corker. If you have any questions regarding anything that we covered in today's video, you know exactly what to do. Either drop them in the comments of the video for me to answer, or head on over to the various LayerX social media and community channels. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the Constar, and I'll see you in the next one, LayerX Bulls.